Hello, everybody. I hope that my supporters, my friends, and family are having a great day today. I wanted to do a video and I want to read some quotes, some poems about survival. And I want to sit here and discuss the different types of survival. I personally have survived CSA, child sexual abuse, also domestic violence. I have friends and family that have been through a lot of different traumas in their life. Some people go through mental health. Some are cutters from drug addiction. Car accidents, cancer, so different traumas. If you have survived a trauma, you're not a victim anymore. You are a survivor and also now a warrior. A warrior is someone that they've been beaten down and they keep going. No matter what, they keep going. I have survived so much in my life, and recently, surviving cyber bullies. And I think it's really important to keep going. When you sit here and tell the truth about certain topics, somebody somewhere will always sit there and try to stop you. I will never be silent. I am not just a survivor. I'm a warrior. You will have people like naysayers that will want to sit here and tear you down. And again, it's okay to make mistakes, but you must get up and keep going. So I want to sit here and I want to read some quotes, and I hope it helps survivors, my family, my friends, my followers. I want people to understand that's okay to have trauma and survive that and go forward and be proud of what you went through. So here's some quotes I want to, of course, say, and I hope you like these quotes. I survived because the fire inside of me burned brighter than the fire around me. Everything that God allows to come our way is always with a purpose. He uses even the greatest error and deepest pain to mold us into a better person. From every wound, there is a scar, and every scar tells a story that says, I have survived. Surviving doesn't just mean staying alive. It means living to your potential. You took away my innocence, but you can never take away my spirit to survive. Never, again, never be ashamed of a scar. It simply means you were stronger than whatever tried to hurt you. Stand up for yourself and your rights as a human being. You are strong, You are beautiful, and there's no more to life than walking on eggshells. Trauma permanently damaged all of us. This is the big, scary truth about trauma. There is no such thing as getting over it. The 5 stages of grief model marks universal stages and learning to accept also loss. But the reality is, in fact, much bigger. A major life disruption leaves a new normal in its wake. There's no back to the old me. You are different now, full stop. This is not a wholly negative thing. Healing from trauma can also mean finding new strength and joy. The goal of healing is not a papering over of changes and in effect an effort to preserve or present things as normal. It is to acknowledge and wear your new life, warts, wisdom, and all, and with courage. Healing from abuse. People forget that abuse is very damaging, but its aftermath is permanent. Your body will heal, and so will your mind. But when things heal, they never really leave behind. You owe no one anything, a reason, a defense for who you become after you survive. A survival poem. This woman named Kelly Anderson is called a survivor poem. Sorry, psalm, my bad. Again, I had typos, I misspeak. So this woman made a poem called Survivor Psalm. I have been victimized. I was in a fight that was not a fair fight. I did not ask for the fight. I lost. There's no shame in losing such fights. I have reached the stage of survivor and am no longer a slave of victim status. I look back with sadness rather than hate. I look forward with hope rather than despair. I may never forget, but I need not constantly remember I was a victim. Now I am a survivor. Supporting a survivor. Helpful phrases if a survivor comes to you. I believe in you. Thank you for sharing this with me. You're not alone. It's not your fault. I care about you and I'm here for you. You do not deserve what happened to you. You are not defined by what has happened to you. Your trauma and what you've been put through does not define you. It will never define me. You might be sad because you've been through a lot, but you should also be proud of yourself for being strong enough to make it through it. She builds others up because she knows what it takes and what's like to be torn down and keep going. I am that person, okay? I know it's like to be torn down, but guess what? You keep going forward. Damaged people are not dangerous. Some say they are. Also, it says here, damaged people are dangerous in a way because they know they can survive. She stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow her away, she adjusted her sails. Sometimes you have to get knocked down lower than you ever have been before to sit there and stand up taller than you ever were. So it's saying here that sometimes, yes, you will get knocked down lower and lower, and then it makes you stand up taller because of what you've been put through, and you are stronger. You are stronger in your weakness, and always remember that. Here's one I want to definitely say. I've had some haters that hate me because I chose to forgive people. And I don't want to sit here and fight with people. So I want to sit here and share this quote. Forgiveness does not mean you have to accept the person back into your life or that you are condoning what they did, but forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could ever been any different. So it's okay to have forgiveness. Does not mean you always condone their actions. I won't let pain turn my heart into something ugly. I will show you that surviving can be beautiful. Now, every time I witness a strong person, I want to know this. What darkness did you conquer in your story? Mountains do not rise without earthquakes. I am strong. I am resilient. I try my best. I value my life. I am not perfect. I am the perfect me. I never give up. I am empathic. I am a warrior, ready to conquer. I am not broken. I am loving. I take things one day at a time. I'm independent. I'm human. I'm passionate. I am a survivor. In life, when you have people, naysayers and haters, demons in your ear telling you that you'll never beat that storm, that you cannot ever keep going. They'll tell you you're not stronger than that storm. You know what? That's when you turn to that demon, to the naysayer, to the hater, and you don't whisper. You scream back that you are that storm. And you can beat that storm. And we will face that storm. And you will survive through that storm. I have met men and women that have been through trauma of child sexual abuse. It's very rare here that men are brought up, and they should. Now, my former channel, I have, discussed the fact that men, can be abused, and they have pride, and sometimes that pride is in your way, and they get scared, and I'm here to tell the guys this, it's okay to come forward, fight your demons, face your demons, break through your chains. You have a right to tell your story and tell your truth. Be proud of who you are and be proud of what you survived. Be proud of all the crap you went through and you're still here. Okay? Scars are okay. They tell your story. They tell what you were put through. For anyone to mock you of your abuse, your scars, your battle wounds, they are sick people that only shows their heart and their intentions. I have been called rat face and rat teeth. They called me grandpa's slut girl. That shows me their heart, their intentions. But see, these people claim they are survivors. Survivors should never act that way, okay? People should unite and stand together, fight together. I know people will sit here and hate me for exposing the truth, exposing pedophiles. The one, definitely my life, my grandfather, but not really him. They will hate me for sitting here and supporting Corey Feldman. I don't need to sit here and judge or dig into his life. I don't have any reason to dig into his personal life. I do support Corey Feldman. I support Corey for exposing the pedophiles, his own abusers. I commend him for having the truth, helping children, changing laws. Corey Feldman, to me, has done a lot of good things, and I will never hate Corey. I will never leave Corey. Corey survived child abuse. Okay? He was beaten. He went through CSA. That is why I support Corey Feldman. If people can only just sit back and realize what they're saying to others. You don't know what that person went through. You're not them. You can sit there and try to, understand and be nice to them and support them, but you will never know personally what they've been put through. You want to know why? You're not them. I had people online screaming at me and telling me, not telling me, they demanded me. They put a demand on me and say, prove your child abuse. I'm right here. I'm right here living. I am a walking testimony, the witness to my abuse. Age of 6.5 to 17 years old, I survived child abuse. Why would someone ever scream and demand you to show or prove your abuse. Again, I'm here and I am speaking. I survived my abuse. I am the witness. I went through this for 10 years. I'm not sure what they expect. You want to sit here and get in a DeLorean back to the past and watch what I was put through? No child ever begs or asks to be a victim of child abuse. No child will ever ask you to beat them, molest them, or rape them. No child will ever come to you and say this. Therefore, they are a victim. But then they survive this. They are warriors. There are so many signs that we also go through. We have patterns we go through as victims, but now survivors of child abuse. I want to encourage survivors. I want to encourage people to keep going forward, not be ashamed of what you've been put through. If anyone here knows what's like to go through hell and back, it's me. I know. But guess what? I'm still here. I will continue to fight the good fight. I will continue to help survivors. I will fight for them and with them. Mental illness, cutters, addiction of drugs, all these things here are serious. You don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what's in their life. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I wish people wouldn't judge by their abuse. Don't judge people by their trauma. Don't put their trauma in their face. Don't sit there and post videos of what people went through. That's their trauma. That's their story. It's very disgusting when people sit there and mock their abuse and trauma. And they sit there and they throw it in your face. And yeah, it can be a trigger. And some people are pushed to the point of being suicidal or actually do commit suicide or drugs or go nuts. It happens. Some people can sit there and say Nadia was not a real person, but again, she was my supporter and my friend. I care for Brian. I care for Max. I know still it's hard for them. People sat there and mocked her. She's not real. A storybook. No. I have met Brian and Max. Okay? You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I want to sit here and say this also. Again, your trauma And the abuse you went through never will define you. That one quote I read about, the past, that the abuse will always be there. It's a reminder of what you went through and how strong you come from that abuse. See, you do change. You're different. It can change you. And people want to sit here and say, oh yeah, get over it again. You can't just tell someone to get over it. You have no idea what's like until you sit there and you go through that kind of abuse and other traumas. You have no idea. I do support counseling. Of course I do. Yes, I have a counselor. My kids have one. And, okay, people think I had no counselor, that I'm some crazy bat sitting here discussing child abuse. People don't know behind my closed door. They assume they know what's going on, okay? But they don't. When will people change? Why can't people let things go and not start drama? If you see someone in distress, stressed out, that needs help, I hope you will reach out to that person, help that person, be there for that person. I want you guys to be there for others. You never know who you are inspiring. You have no idea who actually is hearing your message. If one person can learn from my mistakes or what I've been put through, then yes, it's worth it to be on YouTube, other platforms. It's worth it to have the message out there. Sometimes, yes, you might have haters. That only shows that you are doing the right thing. So stand up and be proud of yourself, of what you've accomplished and how far you come. There's no shame. There's no shame of what you've gone through. So I hope you guys like my quotes that I read off. I hope that somebody gets something from my message today, that through trauma, there's beauty. Yes, in life, you might have pain and sorrow, but also there's beauty in life. A disgusting, horrible mess in your life, something good can always come from that. That's why I say this. I'm okay sitting here saying I am a beautiful mess. I have my issues. Because why? I survived CSA. The most awesome thing can come from a disaster, a mess, and trauma. If you choose to sit there and decide, yeah, okay, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to be a light in this world of darkness, people will see you. They'll find you. They will support you. They will want to sit there and unite with you and fight with you and fight for you. That's my goal, okay? I will always continue to help others. Having scars, it's cool, you know? I have my scars. I have my wounds, you know? And it just tells me, you know what? I have been hit hard. The last 2 years, I have been hit hard by cyber bullies. I've had stalkers. I've had people harassing me. But again, you know, you can't always change what they say, but you can choose what you do next and keep going forward. I broke my chains almost 2 years ago. I have bad days, I have good days. So I do encourage people to come from that dark place, that dark closet, those chains, and take those baby steps. It's not easy. The best quote I've always loved from Miss Dolly Parton: you cannot have the rainbow without the rain. If you want that rainbow, you'll have rain. You'll have storms. You freaking get up and you fight that storm. You go through that storm and you will say, I survived that storm. I'm a warrior. And be proud of that. Be proud of you and what, again, you have gone through. And nobody on this earth will ever take that from you. And no one on this earth, haters, naysayers, nobody will ever take away what I've accomplished, what I have survived, and what I'm doing now. No one will ever rob me of that. Be bold. Be courageous. Be strong. Have no fear. And keep going on. Never give up. So I want to say thank you to my supporters, my family, my friends, survivors, warriors. Thank you all for supporting me, having faith in me, and encouraging me to keep going forward. Please choose kindness and love over hate. So I wish you all a great day, a great night, and peace out.